she would be walking around, right?
Yeah,
and then my friend Manuel, he was like, "Yo, check this out," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh shit!" And then I was waiting for a slap, and then she
From
just
her.
Oh, for
Yeah,
her
from
to
her to
turn
him.
around.
She didn't care.
she
She
didn't
was laughing,
care,
I
and
bet.
then some big fat dude also was like, like Hong Kong, you know.
Really?
Damn.
Damn, he was feeling.
And then like 3 other guys, and
But he
then
was happy.
I
And
used
she
to
was too.
I used to talk to the girl good, and then until one day Manuel was like, "Yo, like blah blah blah, like do it." So she was passing, and then I just go like this. I was in 4th grade, alright, 4th grade.
Oh, damn. I thought I was thinking like middle
That was
school.
middle
Oh,
school.
for
No,
real?
I was in
Oh,
4th
that was
grade.
in middle school.
Tegoloso.
That's a young
Damn,
baby.
man.
Oh yeah, I was in 6th grade.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
this was in
nothing
middle
to
school.
think about.
No,
We
wait.
were like, what the fuck?
I was in 7th. I went to school
No,
2 years
fool.
in a row for 7th grade. Yeah, I was in 7th.
Oh,
I was in 7B. Well, the
That was
thing is,
after we got robbed?
I think that was a thing back then. Like, girls get touched by guys. Because I had seen that.
Yeah.
Elementary and middle.
I touched
Yeah.
my
Middle school,
ancestors
yeah.
That was a
in middle
thing.
school.
Hold on one second.
middle school, yeah. There's a lot of girls who were letting us touch them.
Yeah.
Like that.
Exactly.
Florencia was telling us to.
Yeah, nah, there's a girl in
Yeah.
that class that was just like,
I
touch my titties, like, straight up, and all the guys were like, okay.
We got our first
Yeah.
Don't
guest.
say no more.
So,
And
So
then,
Then we couldn't stand up for like a good minute because we were like,
so what happened?
Orange.
we're over here, all right, the bell ring.
Who wants to get up? Who wants to get up first?
We like, I guess I'm late for class today.
No, tiene chiquita.
Yeah, how old are we?
And
Y ahora
then
sí salen con los libros en frente, en la
fucking
mano.
with the sweater wrapped in front.
When you put your book bag in front of it and you're like walking like, oh my god.
Calm the fuck down. No, after that,
Man, guy problems, right?
some other girl, she snitched on us and not the
Una
main girl.
metiche.
Yeah,
Yeah, because she was jealous that
Oh,
when
she
you
was
wanted
jealous
it.
because she was flat. Yeah, so it was like, yo, you smacked that and you're smacking her back. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, she snitched on us. So what happened was that, all of a sudden I'm in like, I have, you know
Oh,
the
she's right there in the side.
you know those chains that were popular, the dog tags.
Yeah,
I had an America dog tag, and I'm over here trying to look cool, you know. And then a teacher comes and she's like, "Can I see you?" And I go, and then everybody's like, "Ooh," because I'm the trouble kid. And then as soon as I get in trouble, everybody's like, "Ooh," and then
Wait,
I'm like, "What'd I do?"
When you smacked her, what was her reaction?
She just looked back and left, like this.
What
For real?
wait, I thought you said that she was. I thought you said she was the one that.
No,
It was her friend.
her
on
name,
you.
I'm gonna expose her.
Yeah,
it was
expose
really-
her.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it
is
to the podcast.
Mary Lou.
Marilu,
Damn.
Marilu, if you're watching this, f- you for getting my brother suspended.
Okay,
bitch.
snitch.
So
You a hoe.
You're
Yeah,
flat.
You're a hoe.
after that happened,
Wait, Marilu was the snitch or Marilu
Damn,
was
we
was
about
a
to get
snitch.
canceled.
Marilu was the
Wait,
First
You was
episode.
snitch
we're
line,
canceled.
like Ulises be
Oh,
saying.
that she was a hoe. Who's a hoe?
Natalie.
Natalie.
Damn.
Natalie Pose,
Fucking
bitch.
hoe.
I got kicked out. I got kicked out of class.
You can
and-
erase
We
that.
can't upload.
No, don't erase this.
We're gonna get canceled the first episode.
Cancelled. Banned.
When
You're gonna get
Forever.
reported.
when I got taken out of class, I went to the principal's office. There was that fat guy. He was crying. He was like so like sad.
Oh, he got told on him too?
And she told on everybody.
What the f- I would have been like, you know what?
Hi,
I'm
man.
a hoe. Okay, wait, Marilu? Or not? What's
Natalie.
Natalie?
And then this fool is crying like literally in tears, talking about, yo, my mom is gonna kill me. She's gonna take away my Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Remember how Nintendo?
My life is over.
And then he's
Can't
like,
get that Nintendo taken away.
and then he started crying so bad. I'm like, yo, shut the f up. I'm like, you did it already. I'm like, we're all here.
Damn,
Man,
on your
bitch.
first
Like
time.
we're on this together.
Whatever, I bet that was Junior crying. He's
Nah,
just like,
Wait.
I was chill. I was like, f it. Like,
So
we
on the
got caught.
first time you touching the booty, you got caught?
No, it was
Didn't
like
do
2
it
weeks
right,
later.
he touched the butt.
The
Hold on.
booty.
I touched the butt.
I guess the other girl just got tired of seeing the other girl get smacked, and she waited those 2 weeks. Maybe Junior will
She's like, it's not my
do
turn.
me.
It was never.
When is mine?
And then.
Oh, and then he started crying, and then I'm like, yo, shut up, like calm down, like we got caught already, like so just chill. And he's like, no, he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. He's like, I need to stay in school or I'm gonna work with my dad, blah blah blah. And then all the rest of us are chilling. This fool's pace walking back and forth, like for real.
This dude was nice.
Yeah, he was so scared. And then
What
he's
was
like,
his
oh
name?
my god. He's like,
He was praying, dude.
he's like,
You know his name?
yeah. He's like, I
What's
should have
his name?
never touched him. I should have never.
Whoa.
He's like, I should have never.
The truth came out, guys. The truth came out. What's
It was
this?
the
God damn
him.
it.
It was
He's
him.
like,
He grabbed into the pepinos. He grabbed into the cucumber.
he's like, I should have never touched her. He's like, I'm sorry. And then like the principal came in. He's like, you guys are in some deep trouble. And then he's like, no, please don't call my mom.
FBI is right here too.
And then the FBI came from the city.
FBI.
It's
Nah.
what?
And then after that, I got suspended for like 2 months.
Damn.
Oh, he had to go to court and
That's
everything.
why I failed 7th
For one
grade.
touch?
Court?
Yeah, I went
The
to
other
court.
deserved that, not him.
And then from there on, that girl just said she was a victim.
She went to the court like with her button up blouse and everything, like
Yo,
looking like a little
all of
saint.
us were we sat
Yeah.
on a row. We were talking with each other like, yo, like there
¿Qué
she
le
is.
hiciste?
Is that her?
¿Qué le
For real?
hiciste?
And then like let's say this is the table and she was over there and us like fucking like just like this like
On the
like
wall.
we're the fucking
Like
criminals. And then they're like, can you tell who would touch you? And she go.
She was
Like, and, there-
Those beans right there.
and then my homie's mom was like,
everybody.
pero si le gustaba, que no sé qué. He's like, ¿por qué no dijo nada? And then she's like, the fuck? And then I remember, like, they told that lady to come down, Jamie's mom.
Mm. Oh, Jamie's mom was.
Jamie's mom.
Don't fuck with her.
And then so after all that happened, I got suspended for the rest of the year, which was like 3 months, like 3-4 months.
And that was that little lad.
So when I came back, I couldn't even go to summer school, like to pass on to the 8th grade. So when I went back, all my friends moved to 8th grade, and I stayed again in 7th grade.
Damn.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Bitch.
and I don't think she
probably
went
got
back
like
to
5
that
baby
school.
daddy right now.
But yeah, I went to court and all that.
Oh.
That was my middle school.
Wow.
¿Es un castigo? Okay.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Crazy.
I mean, she was little. She didn't know what the hell was going on.
No, she knew. She knew. When you got so many of them
I mean-
guys touching up on you, she knows what she wants.
Yeah.
Yo, there was this other girl in 6th grade, like y'all said. There's girls that like that.
Yeah.
Her name was
I've
Wendy.
I had seen that too. Yeah.
Shout out Wendy. No, she was a whore
You better
because
get smacked with this
Can you
shit.
imagine, like, wait, what?
listen,
Hey,
there-
you better come
again.
with your mic.
she would have big bazonkas, right? Wait, hold on. But I would never touch them because you know I was like,
Y'all
yo,
wanna see
like
this
fuck
right
that.
now?
You're loyal to your
Take it
future
to
wife
the
that you never
room.
met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as a cuenta, people were like, oh, do you want to go out with me? She's like, yeah. And then people would actually ask her out, and then she would be like, yeah, I'll see. And once she said, I'll see, you see the faces on the guys. She said, I'll see, so that's a maybe, blah, blah, blah.
Aw.
And so as a cuenta
Poor
que
beaners.
they would
Right.
touch on her breast and go like you know, and then
Wink, wink.
there was this one kid that didn't do it, and she would call him a. I'm like,
What?
oh, you're a pussy. Blah, blah. He's like, I'm not
Wow.
touching you because you're ugly. Yeah. So I was cuenta que he would defend himself, and then like she would go like this on his head. This fool would actually slap her hand, and then
What
she
do you
would.
mean, like, boom?
Yeah. And then like it came to the point where he got tired of her and he punched her like dead ass in the face.
Damn.
And then she's like, oh hell no, you didn't just hit me. He's like, yeah, cause you're being a whore, blah blah blah.
Yo, Jeremy.
So all of that happened, and I'm like, yo, this is getting touched on, and now she's getting fucking punched on.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Because they weren't touching off on her.
Yeah, so it's
Wow,
crazy.
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's some stupid.
He was wild, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode became all about Junior's crazy life.
What about y'all? What the?
I was an angel, but I had no.
I was a good kid in high school
Yeah,
and middle
Ethan
school.
needs diapers.
Mhm. Alright, so in middle school, we had these little gangs, right? Or whatever.
Sorry.
But they were trying to be like the real deal thing, so they'll like jump you or whatever, right? Dude, I remember when they beat the shit in the fucking bathroom. Bro, dude, because they'll be like, okay, no face, right? It was all body hits. And one motherfucker kind of slips on the because the floors.
Isn't that shit called like slap boxing?
No, they were punching. There was two guys and they were just like, you know.
Don't let him up.
All you do is like, you know, curl up and just take it. One guy kind of slips and he goes like that and hits me right here.
So you took it.
No, like hits me like right here. And then I'm over there like.
By accident?
Yeah. And then I'm like over there like, this is gonna get swollen and I'm gonna get noticed. And then my mom is gonna see that. She's gonna be like up in that school.
She's gonna do the other eye.
Yeah.
You accidentally hit my other one.
I think no, I was in the restroom when they beat up Javier. But I didn't see when they jumped you. Yeah, Javier joined too.
Javier had the because Javier was in our middle school too, but Javier has the worst luck. One time we were coming out walking and he was coming towards me back into school with like a napkin with paper over his face and he's just like all sad. He's just like, God damn. And then I'm like, yo, what happened? What? So some girl stabbed me with her tooth.
With her tooth?
You know what happened? They were playing volleyball. They both went for it, but she went like, ah! And her mouth got stuck on his cheek. And then it went like, ah! And he jumped to it. They both went like this. Like, imagine this is the mouth. And they both jumped and went, ah! And then I was like, let me see. And there was like a straight up like oil, like a deep way. You can see the meat and everything. I was like, oh! And then he's like,
See, it must have been sharp as
That's how I was like. That's like the one thing I always remember about Javier in middle school. Him coming up and showing me the tooth mark, and I was like, wow, what the hell?
Yeah, what the?
Some crazy volleyball that you have over there.
And in the gang, I didn't get jumped to join it because the guy who decided to start. No, it was.
What was the name?
Don't say that.
I don't think it would be good to say the name, but
Let's just
We don't
say
wanna
we're
get
not
jumped.
gonna
but the guy who made it back then, he was my
You
best
beat
friend,
what I said.
and we were always hanging out together. So he just asked me if I wanted to join, like
Well,
without
you know-
getting jumped.
you know
and
what
I'm
it
like,
was,
"Fuck
though?
it,"
Because around that time that Cholo Live, Game Live was like, you know,
So that was just a click.
yeah, that was like
Yeah, it
once
was
it
just a
was
click.
cool,
Just
whatever.
bang it, but not.
So it was basically
We're in
separated by, you know, the Mexicans and like Central Americans, all the ones who were there too. And that was basically what it was. But I mean, I thought it was kind of dumb after like a year, like dealing with that. I became even preppy as fuck after that shit. Remember when everybody was all about being preppy,
Mm-hmm.
all about that American Eagle, right?
And-
Airpost.
And me, Luis, and Javier, not only did we share that clique, we shared a girlfriend.
Nice. Nice. Kid.
Yeah, tell us the story.
That's weird.
We all
Alright,
went out
let's
with that
hear
girl,
this.
Florencia.
Oh.
Florence.
At the same
Oh.
time?
Yo, we
No.
need it in the
Oh.
podcast.
Not at the same
Say that
time,
louder,
but
Luisito. Say it louder.
we later found out, like in high school, I think, we found out that we dated the same girl. And we were jumping at his trampoline in his house. And we started talking about it. And we found out, like, oh, you dated Florencia? Like, oh, I
And then
did
y'all
too.
hit each
And
other.
then,
So
like,
y'all
also,
didn't
we
know?
basically kissed each other.
They started making out of
Y'all gave each other that gawk.
Yo, I was so nervous about that girl
So we had to
because
know?
I knew how she was, right?
Not in
And I was a
middle school.
good boy.
What do you mean? How she was?
Like
Oh.
how
Freaky?
she knew what she
Say
wanted.
it.
Oh,
She-
okay.
like-
She's older.
What?
So she was expecting like
She was
us to act
experienced.
straight up. And then for a long time she had a brother, right? And we were cool. And then he's like, it was weird because he was like, hey dude, like my sister really wants you to kiss her already.
What the hell?
Yeah, I was like,
Your
yo,
brother?
Oh
what
my
the
god.
Probably like, yeah, I did it already
fuck?
too.
Yeah.
I haven't told you.
So I was like really nervous. I'm like, God damn, this girl's really experienced or whatever. She's like crazy, like up my level. So like one like period or whatever, she was just there waiting in the staircase, whatever.
My brother told you already.
Yeah, he's like, hey
gonna
man,
jump
you don't know. I try to come up all cool. You know, shit. You know,
I
I
don't
got
want
a little
to,
info.
you know.
You want a little something, you know. Run away. Yeah, whatever, yeah.
There was this one time she was dating my friend Raul.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, they
The
made out
fucking mascot.
in the class like saliva was dripping through their. That was nasty
You hear that
as fuck.
smooch?
The teachers
I
didn't
w-
say nothing?
I don't think they
no,
were in there.
no, you know what it was? It was like around the end of the school year, so you know kids
They
were
didn't
just
care.
chilling in the floor, the corner, and that's what happened.
But there was this one time she was dating Raul at
Shout out
that
Raul, he the homie still.
at that moment. She was going out with him, but somebody in my class that always hung out with her told me that she supposedly has been wanting to kiss me, even though she was dating Raul. So he said that she said to wait for her outside the class when they call buses, so that I could walk with her to her bus.
And
But
then
my
Raul
bus
was
didn't
there
get
waiting,
called.
and Tony made out with Raul.
Nice.
So
What?
when they
Damn,
called
Tony.
they would always call like 2 waves of buses, and on the first wave my bus didn't get called, but hers did. So I still stepped. Nah.
You basically did. If you kissed her,
Well,
you're
I
like,
guess so.
saliva's
But
there.
I stepped out.
There
I
you
stepped
go.
out of the classroom and I told her my bus didn't get called, so I can't walk you to your bus. And she was like, "Oh, okay. I just wanted to tell you something." And I was like, "What?" She didn't say anything. She just went straight into kissing me. And I was like,
Yo, side note,
Rape.
side note about the bus call and all that. Were you guys always nervous about like
Losing
missing
your
your
bus?
bus?
Yes.
And
Oh,
when you
man.
first started
Yeah, I
going
would
in school,
run.
no,
It's embarrassing
remember
running up to
when
your bus.
when you first had to experience that, but on your own, and you had to get your own on the bus, and
Yeah.
you had like a teacher like, "Oh, Luis, your bus, make sure to make it there" or something.
That was in middle
You
school.
were
Yeah, yeah.
best.
When you had to do it on your
Yeah.
own, you were like,
Yeah.
you were like bricks because you were like,
Especially,
you know, you're like running through the crowd of kids ready to find. And I remember one time I was so nervous that I walked into the wrong bus and it took me.
Yeah.
And the lady would just look like, "Where do you live?" I was like, She had to take me back, and my parents had to pick me
At
up.
school.
But you know what's up? She passed my house on the route. That's how I knew it wasn't my
We were
house.
like,
That's how I knew it wasn't my bus because she passed it. And she was like, "Just drop me over here, the hell, right?" And she's like, I can't legally drop you off here,
oh
yeah.
yeah, they have.
I was like, this kidnapping me, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, you know.
You know, now that you're saying that, I think I had like several nightmares of that. Like,
It is-
running
yeah.
through every, I mean, yeah,
Bus.
running
Yeah.
through like the crowd of kids and then looking for the bus either from the beginning and then going all the way to the back and it's not there and then it's like it already
Go back
left.
up to the front.
I had
Yeah,
those
I had
nightmares too.
several nightmares.
Yo,
of
did y'all
those.
ever? I think it was in elementary or middle school that they had the buses like, let's say,
the screen?
Yeah, on the screen.
Screen, yeah.
I had
But-
that too on.
When the screen wasn't
Was
working,
You would
then
just
you would
have to
have to
listen,
hear on the speaker, bruh. That was the most nerve-wracking ever because you were like, lane A, bus number 3.
Yeah,
and then yours
you
is
have to
24 and
pick
you're
one.
like,
Okay, that's the sixth one.
okay.
That's
And
the
then
fourth
once
one.
somebody distracts you, you're like, yo, they call my bus.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you're like, fuck. You're like, I'm stuck here.
Kids are just
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, they don't give a And then,
But they care when they miss the bus and they're like,
Yeah.
they have to get
Yeah,
picked
that-
up by their parents
uh-huh.
and everything.
that was the scariest.
You're over there. Did they call my bus? Is my call my bus? Like, I don't
And
we
then
know
you
your
have to ask
bus.
the teacher, like,
Did
they
y'all ever
call my
see the bus leaving while y'all running behind it?
That's
For
happened
real.
to me.
Bye.
They're so
Left me.
No,
How
that
would
that
you get
happens.
home though?
That happens when.
Walking.
No.
We used to.
And
I
my
used
son
to
used to
walk.
pick me up, or it was Membeses, it was you and Emerson.
I remember when
You
I used
remember
to.
that. That wasn't probably you.
I remember when I used to go to, like, you know, in high school, like the buses are long as fuck,
Yeah, yeah.
and then once you hear the first engine start, you're like, I gotta
Yeah,
find my
that's
bus.
the time.
And then like there was this one time that this bus driver had the elementary number still on the window, and I'm like, yo, I can't find my bus. Like,
You notice sometimes they're always parked in the same position, the same spot. But sometimes they're like parked some
exactly
weird
all
ass
the way back.
somewhere back, and you're just starting to hear the drum, drum, drum,
And
just
then
line
yo,
up.
you're still looking for your bus, and the first bus leaves. You're like,
You're panicking and shit.
and then like I had friends,
Oh, you
right?
ran to the whatever teacher.
They're
I
like-
couldn't find my
Uh-huh.
bag.
And then what happened to me was
Have
like,
they ever stopped like a bus?
yeah, hold
from
on, that's where
leaving?
I'm going. I always had friends that were they would call me Chinito, Justin. He was so cool. He would like actually get his head out the window and be like, "Yo," and then but that he wasn't there that day, so I'm all panicking and the administrator, the one that are outside, she's like, "Go to your bus," and I can't find it, and then she's like, "What bus are you?" And I'm like, 8, and then she's like, bus 8, and she's like, "It's over here, hurry, it's about to leave." I'm flying
Running,
down the middle, I'm like, I'm still like this. And then I finally found it, and that's like the most, that is so nerve-wracking. Like,
dude,
you don't want to be stuck there embarrassed. Like,
it is embarrassing when you're running down to find your and everybody's just watching you like.
You know why it's embarrassing? Because you have the big fat ass book bag. You're just walking like
just going side
book
to
bag
side.
is slapping to the side.
You're just jiggling around like.
And that's making you fucking run weird as fuck.
Imagine you seeing that from your bus. Like, look at that man.
Oh, that guy's losing.
Yo, I would see people do that shit. I'd be like, bro, what the f? Like, how are you not paying attention to your butt?
So that did happen to me, right? Bro?
Alright.
Just like you said, when you used to go out, like go to your bus, and then you hear the engine start and stuff. So it happened to me, right? So then it started, and then like kids running everywhere. So I'm running, and then I went to the first bus. My bus was the number 9, right? And then they had the door open, right? And then the buses that we used to have, they had the numbers and the windshield. So when like I was running, and then I see the bus leaving, right? And then it had a number 6, but it was like that. And it was 6, but I looked at it from the inside.
Oh, and
I
then
looked it backwards, right?
Oh.
So I left. So I just started walking. I just started walking like that.
Damn.
You walked home?
Yeah.
From where? Crosskeys or
From
Sequoia?
Crosskeys. And then like I'm walking down, right? Like I'm going like on the fucking street or whatever. And then my bus is coming back like over here, and then there's a dude come out the window like you said, and then he's like, "Yo, what happened?" And I was just like, "Hey,
I missed my bus.
I feel like walking today.
I was like, dude, my fucking bus was back there because I thought mine was the first one.
Oh.
Then I was like, "Damn, I just walked."
No voy a caminar. I quería caminar.
You guys ever experience when you guys had the old bus or whatever, but like one day you come in and it's like a newer bus,
Oh,
and you're like,
That's fuck. Sometimes in the morning when they would pick us up from our bus stops, we had this old raggedy bus, and then they push up in like the new buses with like the green
night and everything.
nice
Yeah. The windows are
The
tinted.
windows are tinted, big as fuck,
It's
and
not.
everything.
It's not. The seats aren't ripped or tagged. Or
No,
anything.
bro,
You got
the
space?
seats have way more fucking space, bro. You could just sit there, bro.
You don't got you don't got that seat with the wheel, so the cover.
Oh,
you
yeah.
got your feet up on the
Oh,
wheel.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
I
my
used to love
bus.
sitting on that
My
shit.
seat was always number 11
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
right side.
My seat
I
was
never
always
liked
number
the left
12
side.
in middle school, but when
I was
I
in
got
the
to
back
high school,
too.
I could never
I
get the
would
back.
sit all the way in the
Everybody sits in the back. Not can't every kid be in the back.
Middle school, I sat all the way in the back.
Me too.
Yeah, but
Only.
In high school, I sat on the front because I didn't have friends.
Yeah, me too. Oh, in Meadow Creek.
Ghetto Creek.
Yeah, I didn't have no friends, so I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I think the back is for cool kids. Okay, so I would sit like in between 1 and 5.
But I would do that
Like,
because I
my
would get
friend
up
is
first.
the bus driver.
What'd you say, Nora? Or Smith?
Whatever you were.
That I would sit on the front to get out faster. Like I wouldn't like walking and everybody just looking
Yo,
at
no
me
cap.
up like that.
The only ones who would sit in front were like Asians.
Or
Everybody's quiet like.
Yeah, that is
Or
true.
Indian.
Yeah, cause like they didn't
Yeah.
want no part of the cholos or like the blacks or
They were just
Troublemakers.
anybody.
good students.
So as soon as the bus, not even the door opened, they just boom.
But you notice that's the main. Also, it was like always black, Hispanics, and Asians. Were like when it was like mixed schools. That was like the main.
Then the ghetto whites were like with us.
Yo, that'd be like maybe like 20.
Oh
white
yeah, there
people
was a
in high
few
school.
whites on Crosskeys middle school, whatever. Roloff. Did y'all want to Roloff?
No.
No,
Nah.
I've heard of it.
We're here on a stupid.
Yeah, I know.
I've heard of that.
No, cause
school.
she went to school with my
Red
cousin. Right over.
Sandra, yeah.
Red Lobster.
She was a little chubby,
Yeah.
yeah. I
She's
was like, yeah,
scary.
I think so too.
Still is. Shout out Sandra, she's the homie though.
school center.
That's not even a real name. That's not a real name.
Yo, y'all remember that breakfast? The breakfast?
The school breakfast?
School breakfast?
Oh,
that shit
yeah.
would hit in the morning.
I didn't really get breakfast.
My favorite
I didn't eat at
breakfast
school.
was
No?
on
You know-
Thursdays. The what's it called? The sausage biscuits.
Uh-huh. With
Yeah,
fucking
orange juice.
grape jelly with orange juice.
You know how you
or grape,
Grape
juice.
jelly.
You know how you guys will like in the start of the school year you have to write down all that information for lunches so
So
you can get it free. But my mom would do it. I forgot what it was, but like she wouldn't want me to get breakfast there.
She
She
didn't.
did
No,
not.
because she would give me breakfast.
Breakfast at my school was free.
But you know, it's just like normal stuff. It wasn't like something like chicken biscuits and like the good shit. So I hate that shit.
¿Qué te hacía?
Like un licuado, algo like fast.
Herbalife.
Huevo
Yeah.
con salchicha.
Herbalife.
Oh,
Yeah,
Herbalife.
Herbalife.
Oh, Herbalife. Oh, his car.
You remember his Honda?
Huevo licuado.
Con tecito y sabía.
A
Yeah.
nutrition bar that he brought out early.
Shout out.
Oh, really?
Shout out to the moms.
You want Herbalife?
No, but
These
I
are
remember I
discount
used to
code.
be so jealous because,
Mira, your mom and Uli's mom would be comadres.
but the best parts there was that breakfast pizza with the little sausages on top.
Oh yeah. I
Dude,
remember
those
that
were good.
I would never go to breakfast. I would stand on the hallway from
Yo, that was-
Blaskies.
I would chill with my friends in the morning.
I had
Yo,
friends.
and
I used to always be late to school in the morning.
hell yeah.
Oh,
I
you're-
remember.
So you're cool.
One of my sisters
There's
used to
no
be
way.
the
I
same way. My
breakfast
dad
and
had
I
to drive
couldn't
her
get it.
to school.
Y'all
every
remember
morning.
back then? I don't know if you guys had calendars, and like each day would be like, yo, it's pizza
Oh,
on
yeah,
Wednesdays.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, I want to go to school on Wednesday because we're having pizza.
Yes. What the?
And then
Yo, in my school though, it was like there was always pizza, but there would be like a one line for a special thing.
oh no, not with
In
those.
Meadow Creek?
Yeah,
Yeah, there was like 3 different sections,
Yeah,
and the
well,
last
mine
one
was-
was always pizza.
yeah. The last one was
yeah.
pizza and shit.
I don't know. I always went to the same line at school.
But remember breakfast in Meadow Creek? When we got to our senior year, they started giving Waffle House and Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
on certain
Chick-fil-A?
days.
Shit.
Oh, we had
And
Chick-fil-A.
slushies
and,
from Sonic.
We had
we-
Chick-fil-A lunch.
Yeah, we had
On
Chick-fil-A.
Thursday.
We had
we
a
had Chick-fil-A in Meadow
Just
Creek.
we had Sonic
Just breakfast.
stand there, so everybody would be getting their
Slushies.
slushies and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
They only had breakfast. They only
Yeah.
had Chick-fil-A. What's it called? Biscuits in the mornings, like on Thursdays. And sometimes they wouldn't even sell that. So people would come to fucking school with like $3 or $6, you know, to get 2, and then boom, nothing. They'd be like, oh, fuck, bro, like I didn't even get fucking breakfast for this shit. Yeah,
Start crying.
sometimes. Or sometimes when the
I
bell would
hated
ring
that
at
shit.
7, they tell us y'all all like it'd be 6:55. Y'all got 5 minutes to get Chick-fil-A biscuits if y'all want, and if y'all don't get any by the time y'all get to the front of the line, then you don't get any.
Damn.
Yes, bro, on some bullshit.
A quick question: what's your most embarrassing thing in high school?
I got a lot, bro.
I walked in freaking lunch. I don't know what was first, second, or whatever, but I was handcuffed.
What?
That was embarrassing.
Oh, when they
Nice.
brought you back. When they brought you back from skipping.
Yeah, in the morning.
Cause I'm a
Damn,
criminal.
what the fuck?
Walk a shame
So-
over
I
here.
would have walked with a face like, don't f with me, I'ma f you up.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I could have gone.
did we ever
Wait
have
till
a
they take these
embarrassed
cuffs off.
moment?
I can't think of one. Not right now.
Yo,
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe like
Didn't
nobody
Texas-
has one.
maybe
Like,
like
I
had the most
maybe like
embarrassing one.
I
something
had
like
embarrassing
a
in
teacher calling you out for
second
like
grade.
talking or something.
I got one.
Yo, I remember farting, but like I was like a
Luis
little
got so
kid.
interested.
No, this is not about me.
What's it
Same.
called? I think I was in first grade, and I was like in my art class or something, and I was like, damn, I need to sneeze. But I was like, I need to sneeze, but I also felt like I needed to fart. But everybody was quiet, like it was quiet as we were all just coloring. I sneezed, and I remember I went up, like on my seat, I went up, bro.
That shit. That shit.
I sneezed and like I went up on my fucking seat, bro, and I just like I got so fucking
Oh, like you
embarrassed.
jumped.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
but like I felt my go like off, like you know, I felt my
That shit vibrated throughout the sea. There.
bro. For real, I was just like, damn, that's embarrassing.
Yo.
Fucking hole in the
Wait,
sea.
wait, talking about farts, right? So I was, I think it was 3rd grade, because I had gone
had
to
one. That's not fun.
Beaver Ridge. And so we were all sitting in a circle, because it was like reading time or something like that. but we were in groups. So we were sitting in a circle, and I remember this guy named Anthony. He was African American. And
Black.
I estaba así
Black in
like not sitting all the way down, but like this, you know, like squatting down. And
You?
then,
You?
Yeah, we all were.
Uh-huh.
Or I think maybe that was just me, because I didn't want to sit down fully on the floor. And then I farted, right? And then I said, sorry. No, or I said, excuse me. And then the guy, he just starts like cracking up and saying, she said, excuse me, huh?
After farting.
I guess, yeah.
I had one. I don't want to say his name.
Don't
But you
say
know
it.
what you know who I'm talking about.
John Doe.
But
Once
don't
you
say
tell
it.
the story,
Yeah.
maybe. But
Well, we had this special kid, smart kid too, but he was known to be a little crazy-ish, you know. I would like to describe him like he'll act like, you know that character Mr. Beans.
oh,
Yeah.
He'll act like that. Like, around the hallways, he'll like walk like him, all goofy or whatever. Put books on his head and walk around. But he was really smart though. But in math class in middle school, he was known to fart a lot. Like everybody knew that, like he would fart and whatever.
Right.
But he couldn't. It was like those farts that he can't hold. Like he would try to hold it as hard. And I remember in math class, we had these long tables so 3 people could sit. Right? He was between. It was me, him, and it was this girl, Dulce, I think. Remember Dulce?
yeah.
And then we were just chilling or whatever, and then this dude is red. He is red, bloodshot. Like, you know, it looked like he was like just holding something. And he had his legs like this.
Have you seen that meme?
Yeah, exactly. Like that guy. Yeah, he was like that, and he had his legs crossed out with his legs sticking out. His legs were like crossed, holding. He was just like,
Purple.
and then out of nowhere, and the girl was just looking at him like what the is going on?
I'm
And
about
then,
to blow.
and then tell me why he just like gave up. He was just like, f it, and just lets it out, and he just like, guys, when everybody does it, like before people even noticed that it was like a fart. I was just like, dude, if you know you're allergic to that shit, don't be drinking milk, dude. Like for real.
Yo,
Yeah.
I think the hardest times for me was when I would have to go to the bathroom. But you know when you don't want to go to the bathroom because there'd be the motherfuckers that be like, yo, somebody's taking a shit, yo.
Hey man,
Or
who's
like
shit in here, bitch?
peeking in the crack or some shit like that, you know? So like I'm trying so hard to hold on a fart. So like
Until they leave?
no, in class.
Flushing?
In class. In class.
Oh.
I'm in class, right? And my stomach like it's hurting.
You farted from the inside.
And then I'm like, yo, if I need a fart, so my stomach can like feel better, right?
No, go again.
So
Just experience that. That's what
I'm in the classroom, right? And so it was only a desk, you know those desks that have it's just a desk and then the chair like apart. I'm in the chair like this, right? And then I'm just like this. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hold it. I'm like, I think I can hold it. So I'm holding it. Then you know, like when it's in your ass and it's like this.
Like, what?
Yo.
People
Yo.
were like pulsing?
Yeah, they were like, you know
Palpitating?
when it beats on your ass. Oh, like yo, I'm here, you know.
It's a whole turtle trying to come
I'm
out.
coming out.
Yeah, like a turtle. So
Fucking
way
I'm
the
like, yo,
turtle
like
be-
groundhogging it.
we're taking a test, right? We're taking a test, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I can't cough because I might shit or like, so. Yo, I'm in the chair like grabbing onto the bottom of the chair, and I'm like literally pushing myself like holding in my shit, bro.
Stay in.
I'm like,
You're pushing the seat up to you.
yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm actually
to
like I'm
create-
Just
pushing
holding, like, just
Yeah.
like.
To
To
create a
create-
ceiling
to
between
create
your ass.
pressure. I'm like, fuck it. So like
Zero.
I'm like this,
I'm a
right?
blow.
And then when I can't
Everybody
hold
make
it,
noise.
when I can't hold it, I'm just going like this, like yo,
Dude,
like
create a vacuum. What is that?
I cannot let this fart go, cause like it's gonna be so embarrassing.
I'm gonna lose so much respect.
So
A reputation.
like when that thing went down, I'm like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. No, you can't go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, and as I'm walking, brah, brah, brah.
I couldn't say it.
I had those.
I'm going.
You're just like,
But yeah, hardest thing to do is take a shit at school because people make fun of you. And
Or some people might walk in when that shit goes bloop.
yeah, and then another thing is when I would take a deuce, when I would take a deuce, the thing that I would do is go to the clinic. She'd be like, "What's wrong? Oh, my stomach hurts. Have you tried this?" No. And I'm over here holding it like, "Let me in the bathroom." And then she's like, "Have you tried going to?" No, I haven't. Okay, try and then let's see. And I'm over here, brah brah. And then, like it's like nobody like around. So and then I come out and she's like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm leaving. Just give me a pass."
So you would just fart? You wouldn't have like diarrhea or some type like that?
Yeah, I would go to the clinic to.
Wouldn't you flush it and flush it and flush it? I would do that when I would take a shit in the bathroom.
No,
I would flush it and then another one and then flush it again because I would be like embarrassed from people smelling it or coming in or coming out or what you said like look, she's taking forever.
And if they don't see your face, they're like, "Yo,
yeah,
she's wearing those shoes," and they wait for you outside. It was him.
That's the guy who made the bathroom smell like doo-doo.
Like he was wearing them dust Adidas.
Especially because as girls, we go in the bathroom and we look at ourselves or whatever. And some girls would take forever, and I'm just like, man, when the fuck are you leaving? Like I'm trying to like,
Remember that movie White Girls? The girls put on her makeup and the guy from White Girls.
They take forever. I would
Yeah,
have.
put that
That's
in.
another embarrassing for me.
I think that's the hardest thing in school, like taking a shit in the bathroom.
I can't
Yeah.
take.
Enrique,
Me either. I have to
Enrique,
call
my-
yeah. That's what Enrique would do. Like that boy got like fucked up by that because he would like be off the bus. You see him running to the house.
The side of his leg, it turns. Then he's running like this.
Pobrecito Enrique.
Enrique, shout out Enrique, maybe he'll come out.
My twin.
Yeah.
You know, you got a relationship. Relationship goes whenever you can stand your other significant part.
Oh yeah.
But the only thing that I can't is whenever I'm eating.
Willie, has she ever fart? Has Smurf ever fart?
I don't think
Like
I've
purposely,
ever-
not like sleeping,
Like,
right?
yo.
Sleeping don't count. But like purposely, like you
Besides
just couldn't hold
sleeping,
it.
because I know
You
sleeping is a
Well,
silent.
well, you
that
know what?
affected.
When she
Dude,
was
I'd be
pregnant
scared about
with-
farting.
Okay.
with the boys,
Okay, yeah.
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 Like
Only
she'd
with
be
the
eating.
boys.
No, like she used to
Every
like.
pregnancy
Let's
is
say
the
she'll
same,
be
but you
eating-
can hold a fart.
she'll
and
be
I'll
eating,
pull
like,
the
like watermelon or whatever. And then she'd be like. And she goes like that. It's a baby. I mean, it's normal.
It's normal.
No, but you know
I
what?
fart every
The
time.
worst thing is whenever you're eating,
24/7.
fart while you're eating.
And then
Because
blow
that's
on her.
disgusting.
Go like this.
It's a watermelon in
He
his
goes
ass.
like this.
No, this is
We'll
the
be like,
experiencia.
Don't cup
Yes,
it.
he does that.
I do that a lot. No,
Oh my
He
God.
farts and then lifts up his leg and then he grabs his hand and then puts
Now
it
we
like
know what
under
to do with
and
Norway.
then throws it. No, but you know what? The worst thing was, you know how I just had the baby, right? We were on the way to the hospital, and I'm over here having contractions.
I did it on
And you
purpose,
know
by the
how
way.
you as I say,
Before you say-
breathe.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm
hell
going
no.
like this,
I already
Farted,
know.
but that shit was
like
stinking
that. I'm like
onions.
breathing.
Unboxing.
The pain was so bad, so I'm breathing, and then I remembered you have to breathe
Deep breath.
deep. So I'm just like, and then he farted,
Uh-huh.
and then I
he
was
was
like,
like,
oh my gosh, and then I'm like, Holy, did you fart? And he's like, yeah.
We're confident.
Would you do that?
Yes, I
Contractions
did.
went
I
away
did.
because of you.
I'm proud of it.
No, I had to keep breathing in because the pain was so bad.
He had
And I'm
delivered
like,
too.
shit, this shit
Wait, no.
I almost
stinks.
gave her a pink eye that day.
Oh my god. Yo.
I'm like, you fucking stink, Holy. Why the fuck would you do that? And I'm over here trying to put the window down. And that
And
was
it
the
wouldn't go
worst.
down.
The baby was
Ah,
swimming
damn.
it too. I want to
After
get
that, I
out.
was like, Holy, that was the worst thing you could have done.
Yeah.
I hope everybody likes whoever listening. You know, it's just a group of friends who are just
Talking
talk
about random.
random shit,
Bunch
just
of
trying to have
beaners.
fun and do something.
Bunch of illegals.
Bean cast.
You guys?
If you like it, Keep on listening.
Keep on listening.
Stay
More to
tuned for
come.
next
Stay
week.
tuned for
We're
more.
new to this, so
Yeah, more stories.
Yeah, we
Way
got lots
more
of
stories, bro.
yeah, more
Funny,
stories
scary.
to come. You know, more
Sad.
Conspiracy theories.
Happy.
Oh.
Yes.
What you believe, what you
paranormal
don't.
stuff.
Weird
Yeah.
news.
Weird
Paranormal
news.
We have a lot of paranormal stuff.
Movie
Yeah,
reviews.
shit.
Movie reviews and stuff like that might come
Reviews
in
in
the
general,
future.
right?
Yeah.
Fuckboy facts.
Might come in the future, so just wait for it.
Shout out for Mama.
Y'all just stay tuned. You
Shout out to
know.
Mom
¿Quieres decir
over
algo?
here.
Di hola, ma. Saludos a todos.
Like all these kids are upstairs.
Nah, but we hope y'all enjoyed this podcast episode. This was our first episode in a
More
little
to come.
podcast. It was a little funny one, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. And stay tuned for next week and all the other upcoming podcasts.
Alright, if you liked it, comment what you want us to talk about.
Yes, please
What-
comment what y'all want us to
What you
talk
want to
about.
hear,
Yeah.
or either a problem that's occurring, we might talk about it.
You know,
or-
advice.
Or y'all
Yeah.
can ask us questions
Anything,
and we can give
anything,
y'all
anything.
advice
We
on
can't even
whatever.
expose y'all. Whoever's
Ooh.
trying to cheat
Nah,
on
nah,
you.
Ooh.
we got-
nah,
Oh,
if we
Y'all
do
know
that,
what y'all can
that's
do?
gotta be a Patreon.
Y'all
if
can
we do
send in
that.
stories.
Shout
Y'all
out.
can send in
You got a
anonymous
cheating
stories.
spouse, send us their name, we will expose their
I
Don't
got you.
forget to subscribe.
Hey, $1.
For all
the
those
YouTube
that are
channel.
listening, we have a YouTube channel. It's called,
The
MEXICAZT.
MEXICAZT.
and that way you guys can put a face to the voice.
Obviously, we named it that because we're a bunch
Beaners.
of beans,
Bunch of beaners.
but you know, not as the bad way, but you know, embracing it, I guess.
Don't forget to frijoles.
Yes.
Later on, we're gonna be doing giveaways too.
Give
No, we don't know
okay,
what
chill
y'all
out. Okay,
He's
chill
like,
out.
what?
When we get to a
We
certain
didn't agree
amount.
to this.
When we get
What's it called?
Wait, we
million
are.
subscribers.
That's
Y'all
what we
should send
gain.
in anonymous
Stories.
cheating stories,
We'll
you
talk
know,
about it.
saying whatever that y'all want us to say, you know, obviously it's anonymous for
Or
a
if you
reason.
want us to expose them, we can
Anonymous.
expose them
Expose
too.
Yeah, we
Shit
can
out of
expose
them.
everybody, bro.
You got that
Shit.
girl you like? We'll tell her too.
Hit me up.
We'll put you on,
Yeah,
bro.
we'll put you on.
Put you on the podcast.
Send us the info, you know, you can shout her out or whatever.
Hey, the first person to like and subscribe and comment
It's
will
$1,000.
get a shout out in the cast.
The next podcast.
But that's it.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
the very first person
We
that
reach it.
comments on every
Likes.
single podcast that we have coming up will get a shout out in the beginning of every video.
Yes,
And maybe a
sir.
giveaway too.
Everything.
Maybe a giveaway.
$10,
the
$10
giveaway.
giveaway.
We're on a low
$10
budget
$10
here.
gift card
So.
giveaway.
$10 giveaway. We can cash up them $10.
I have
$5.
old shoes if whoever wants.
I say $1.
We can
We
give
can
gift
cash up them
cards.
$1.
We're selling feet pics too. It's like-
Go follow us in our Patreon.
Follow
Or give
Louis
us-
and
give us
Tony
ideas,
and Edwin
right? Yeah.
on OnlyFans. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us ideas of
Give
what
us
we
ideas
can
we
talk
can-
about. What maybe we have a TV here, so a review,
Yeah.
a
Review
video,
stuff.
funny,
Yeah.
something, whatever,
For
whatever.
all
talk
the
about.
moms out there,
Mom
we
advice.
have,
Yeah, mom advice.
yeah, with
We also have giveaways. We can.
With
Give
just
y'all-
y'all
try to
two
help y'all
alone,
with
y'all got how many
pañales.
kids?
Huh?
5, wait,
6,
7.
I love it.
7.
Yeah.
What?
Just
Yeah.
two
We
girls
have 4.
here. They have
Yeah.
I
7
have 4
kids.
She
kids
has
and
3
Shadi
girls.
got 3.
She has
Well, we can
two
do
girls,
something
two boys.
small,
Oh,
like
shit.
just like a $10 gift card giveaway or something like that.
Alright, so yeah, this is gonna be it. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Bye.
Deuces.
Bye.
Later.